This is an emergency transmission issued by the Deadline Broadcasts. This warning is for all pet owners and night dwellers listening after dark. If your cat has started chattering at the birds late at night, between exactly 12:53 and 3:02 a.m., it's already too late. This isn't normal hunting behavior. It's a warning, a sign that something else has already begun. And if you hear it, don't ignore it, because between 12:53 a.m. and 3:02 a.m., something moves unseen in the skies, an entity that uses your cat as to reach you. So if you see your cat chattering at birds now, it means your cat has been claimed. And soon, so will you. Do not ignore the signs. Stay alert. Stay silent. And most importantly, do not look outside. It always begins with something small. At first, the chattering is easy to dismiss. Your cat excited by birds beyond the window, a harmless instinct. But this is different. The chattering grows frantic, relentless. Your cat's eyes fixate on empty skies, staring past the glass as if tracking something invisible. At exactly 12:53 a.m., the air turns colder, shadows lengthen unnaturally, and a silence falls, broken only by your cat's sharp clicks and whistles. This isn't hunting behavior. It's a warning. Something waits. Something watching. You're not alone. The first incident was reported in New Hope, Ohio. Samantha Reed's cat, Jasper, began chattering obsessively at the window, fixated on an empty stretch of sky at precisely 1:12 a.m. Samantha dismissed it as a bird outside, but soon she noticed strange, feather-shaped bruises forming on her arms overnight. Jasper refused to enter the basement, growling low and watching shadows that weren't there. That same night, Samantha heard soft wing beats echoing through her house, too faint to be real. The next morning, Samantha was gone. Jasper remained, eyes glazed and staring toward the window, endlessly chattering at nothing. 2 weeks later, a second report came from Selkirk, Washington. Joe Alvarez's tabby cat, Luna, howled and chattered wildly at the sky at 2:47 a.m. Joe felt a sudden chill, and a voice whispered just beyond hearing, "Join the flock." Luna's eyes glowed faintly, unnatural and glassy. That night, Joe disappeared from his home, only to be found hours later wandering miles away at dawn, incoherent and covered in dark feathers. His neighbors said they heard strange bird calls echoing through the neighborhood in the early morning. The final known case happened in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Lisa Morton's cat, Willow, started dragging small black feathers into the house. At exactly 3 a.m., Lisa awoke paralyzed in bed, sensing enormous shadowed wings filling her room. Willow's eyes glowed eerily in the dark, fixed on a corner no one else could see. Lisa's reflection in the mirror flickered and warped like a broken signal. By sunrise, Lisa was missing. Willow stayed behind, chattering nonstop at empty spaces, as if waiting for something or someone to return. When they checked Lisa's room, the mirror had cracked, splintered from the inside. Her sheets were smooth, not even creased, as if no one had ever been in the bed. Just her cat, still staring, still clicking. Her voice was caught in the baby monitor for hours after that, whispering things she never said. Each case shows a new terrifying facet of the entity's hunt. Bruises shaped like feathers, whispered voices promising transformation, shadow wings that paralyze and consume. The cats are not merely animals. They are sentinels, warning their humans as best they can before the entity strikes. If this is happening to you, listen carefully. These are the only ways to survive. Do not ignore your cat's chattering. It is a warning, not a harmless noise. Treat it as your first alert. Do not look outside or at the sky between 12:53 a.m. and 3:02 a.m. The entity hunts in the dark skies during this window. Seal all windows and doors before midnight. Any opening is an invitation. Keep your home closed and secure. Never let your cat outside during the strike hours. Their link to the entity is strongest then. Exposure increases risk. If your cat freezes or stares fixedly at one point, stay silent and hidden. Movement or noise can draw the entity's attention. Failure to follow these rules has led to disappearances and worse. Your cat's behavior is your warning system. Heed it, or you risk becoming part of the flock. Once the entity's presence grows, reality begins to fracture. Dogs bark at empty corners. Radios crackle with strange static, layered with faint, distorted bird calls. People report seeing shadows with wings in their peripheral vision. Old photographs seem to shift, faces blur, and new feathers appear where none existed before. Nightmares repeat endlessly, dreams of soaring on impossible wings, voices whispering in a language just beyond comprehension. Names start to fade from memory. Loved ones feel different, as if replaced by something else. Slipping deeper means losing grip on who you are. Sound glitches in your environment. Your reflection flickers like a broken signal. Time loops or skips. This is the entity's pull, a slow invasion, erasing reality and replacing it with its own nightmare. The sound of wings replaces ticking clocks. Your house creaks like something's walking on the roof. Feathers fall from vents. The calendar resets itself. And worst of all, you start to like it. The silence, the order, the surrender. If you find yourself forgetting your own name, you're already too far gone. If your cat has started chattering at birds, you are no longer alone. When the clock strikes 12:53, do not look up. Do not answer the whispers that sound like feathers brushing the wind. If your name is called tomorrow morning by a voice that isn't yours to recognize, do not answer. Because once you respond, you join the flock. And there's no coming back. Static swells and cuts out abruptly.